Hello, welcome to Ghost Prime Transformers Reviews. This is my second Omnibot video, and today I'll be taking a look at Autobot Camshaft. Now, this little guy right here is a mail-away figure, just like Downshift was, and it was pretty cheap, but not cheap on quality. This is a very quality little figure. He's kind of quirky, definitely different than most of the Autobots. His name is Camshaft, which is odd considering he's an RX-7. In Japan, they were flipped. This was Downshift in Japan, and presumably because this actually doesn't have a camshaft. He has a rotary engine, the car does. So I figured that was kind of interesting. Japan was like, well, we'll flip them because that's the way the cars are. I guess someone who named them in the US didn't have any idea. But he's a cool little bot, and they just, again, the Omnibots don't get a lot of love. He has a very unique chest design for a Transformer. There were a couple updates, sort of. They had a couple repaints. There was a repaint in Alternators where they repainted Prowl into like a silver color. And then there was also a Transformers Universe, one of those little GoBot ones. They repainted Wars, made them kind of like a translucent purple color. Otherwise, there's not been a single new mold based on this character, which I would love to see. But without any further ado, let's get to the review. Now, unfortunately, I don't have the instructions for this guy, but I did find a scan of it, which I'll put up right here, just so you could check it out. You can see that the instructions are very similar to all the instructions of the time, being very clear, and it shows the different modes you could do. Now, this guy was a double changer in Diaclone, as to where he had his vehicle mode has a secondary sort of attack mode. He transforms to an RX-7, and he is just a very nice looking little vehicle. Very nice looking little vehicle. I am missing a taillight on mine. And that sticker looks to be moved. I don't know if I could take that off and put that back, but still, he's a really cool car. Now, he does have die-cast. This whole front piece right here is die-cast, save for the exact hood part because it'll become the shins. And, you know, pins and everything. But this whole hood piece, all right here, is entirely die-cast. That becomes his feet. So he's not short on die-cast. Rubber tires, rolls really, really incredibly well. The joints are just a tad loose. But he is just super, super fantastic representation of this RX-7. I mean, just check that out. Very cool. Also, if I can get the light in there, he's a right-hand drive vehicle. I might be able to see it in there. Kind of see the steering wheel right there. Now, also being of the triple changer, the double changers, he does not have a space for a Diaclone driver. This here is actually his head. Which be careful on examples of these if you're buying on the secondary market. This is all very often lost. Now, let's take a look at accessories real quickly here. Here his, get that focus. There's his rifle. His gun, it's one of those slide guns. It slides over his fist. And he also comes with, see where I can find it, 2 missiles. So I have one of 2. I don't have the secondary one, but that's okay. He can't actually hold the second one. It's just in case you lose this one. So he has those 2, and he does have a second mode. So I'll check that out for you right now. What you want to do is you want to take this piece right here, his back window, and flip that up to reveal a launcher. Pick him up and move his arms down like so, and then take his arms, move them out all the way to the side, and then position them like that, and push a little further out. There we go. Push that back in, and take the missile, stick that in the missile launcher, and that is his secondary mode. Now, you can take his gun and stick that in his hand, which is what I like to do. That is unofficial, but it gives him an extra weapon in the battle mode. He does become a very short little vehicle, but it's still cool. Oops, let's launch that missile. It's still very cool to have a little battle mode, you know, well before their time. Just launch that again. It doesn't go very far, but not supposed to exceed 8 inches in accordance to the instructions. This is not for firing. It's to keep the missile in the launcher. So there you have his battle mode. So let's do some comparisons in the RX-7 version mode. Okay, first up for comparison is his mate downshift. Kind of see how they compare together there. They're both the same size class, so they fit very, very nicely together. They look good. Look very good. Very accurate scaling. Fix that tire there. Very accurate scaling there. Now let's take a look at him with Prowl. Prowl is a bit on the larger side, being a mainline figure. That is not a mail away. You see, he's a bit larger. So getting into transformation with this guy. Now he is unique in his transformation in that he is, because his chest is actually here and doesn't have anything to do with this. This chest it sits straight. It sits exactly like this. It sits horizontal. It doesn't go vertical or anything like that. This becomes his legs. So what you really want to do first is you want to take his legs and kind of bring them down like this. Going out and down. And then take his arms, move his fist under here, both sides, pull those out like you did with for the battle mode, move the launcher up. Then you could take this whole piece, there's a joint here and here. So you take this whole piece, move that down straight. Then you take his feet, move his feet up, like so, and out. Take his arms down. So we have something like this. Now, from here, he has high heels. So he's wearing high heel shoes. You kind of put him down like that. You can reveal the head, which is loose, but it's on this little platform. I can actually get it to stand up. It doesn't want to stay all the time. If I get just the right position, I can stand it up. But it is on this little like panel. And you just scoot in the back part, like so. Actually, the arms are there. And there you have his robot mode. So the head is very similar to the Omnibots in that fashion. But let's get in a little closer on him. See, he does have some stickers rubbing right there from repeated transformations, which I guess is sort of annoying. You can see move the camera up for his head sculpt. Get in there to see that head sculpt. Now, originally this head sculpt showed up as Prowl in the Diaclone, but when they went to production, they changed it, but long before Transformers, to this head sculpt. And moving down, see the sticker detail on its waist. Autobot logo shows up on the shin. And he has some stickers on the sides of the shin there. Get that in focus. Move his head fall down. That's okay. Because it displays well, it's fine. And then from here, you could take his weapons. You take his gun and you could slide it over his fist. You can do this for any side. It doesn't have to be the right or left. Then take his missile. And it becomes an over-the-head launcher. So yeah, an incredibly unique robot mode. The only real articulation he has are his arms, which honestly are loose when they're in car mode, but tight when they're in robot mode. And they could go 360. And besides his head, maybe I guess you could get him to look up. But that's about all it could do. But, you know, it's Generation 1. What more can you want? I mean, this is what they are. So let's get into some comparisons real fast. All right, to start out with Downshift. So as you can see, they're about the same height in robot mode. Because they were meant to go together. So they are two of the trio. Here he is with Generation 1 Prowl. He's got good height. They look very good together. Definitely still feel like this Transformers. They look great. And because we can, there he is with Generation 1 Optimus Prime. Now, I absolutely love this little figure. He has a very unique transformation, and I just dig it. His transformation is really cool, and I would love to see it revisited in Transformers. I would love to see an updated version of this guy. He's just damn cool. So this figure is unique and a must-have if you to collect the Omnibots. He definitely has this front piece that is just odd, and I think it looks very cool. Be mindful of the head. The head does get lost very easily. A lot of the ones you find in the secondary market do not have the head, so be mindful of that. There's also 2 missiles that he comes with and his gun. Other than that, he has instructions in a sticker sheet. There's not much else. No box. They came in little baggies. He is a very cool little figure, and if you find him, I would say pick him up. The prices for Generation 1s are going up, so hopefully you get one for a good price. And he's even got that sweet die cast. So if you like this video, hit that thumbs up button. Hit the thumbs down vote button if you have to. Subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.